Okay, so episode 11 of Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS. I personally feel like it didn't answer any new questions that I wanted answered. Some of the stuff that they revealed, kind of already knew. The big one was that Ignis is actually an AI that isn't an ordinary AI. He has free will, which... okay, I always thought like that guy, Orbital 7, he always seemed like he kind of had free will. And despite not, even if those robots never really had free will in the first place, I kind of assumed Ignis had free will just because based on his mannerisms and the fact he was able to do whatever he wanted. So that was kind of a given. That wasn't a massive reveal for me personally. The other reveal I guess we kind of had was the fact that we got a little bit of Yusaku's past. Something obviously traumatic has happened back then. He was in some sort of facility where he's forced to duel via VR kind of systems, and he wanted to give up what he was doing, give up on life. I wasn't too sure about that bit, but the only thing that kept him going was this voice that spoke to him and told him, just give yourself 3 reasons why you want to get out of here, 3 reasons why you want to succeed, or blah blah blah. So the voice is what gave him the inspiration to become the Yusaku that we know and love today, I guess. But we don't know who the owner of that voice is. However, I'm going to say it's very, very, very heavily implied that it is Revolver, because in the preview for the next episode, there was like a hint at like 10 years later, and he's seeking revenge, I think the lines were. So it's just Yusaku and Revolver going down different paths. No idea what this backstory is showing. I don't understand why they were there. If any of you guys know, let me know in the comment section below, because I would really appreciate it. Now, we see Ignis, or I prefer calling him Ignis, in some sort of watery sea thing, which I don't really know what that is. I imagine it's kind of like robot purgatory, so it's the space between life and death. Because if he would have fell asleep, as this is the first time he's ever falling asleep, he would have probably passed on to the data afterlife. Data Hala, if you will. Why not? So that's quite interesting that AIs have a kind of afterlife, which would have been possible. Revolver reveals that Ignis is kind of evil, really, because he was the one that created Cyburst, and his intentions are to take over the digital world, which doesn't sound right. That sounds like a Digimon reference. I swear it's not. But obviously, Ignis's motivations on why he would be doing this isn't revealed, or whether or not this is true or not, because Ignis wasn't around when this was said. So I'm curious now if Ignis even has any memory of this, because obviously when he was shredded, he lost a bit of his memory, I believe. So yeah, Ignis backstory, we need a bit more of that. Now then we get our main characters getting out their ultimate ace monsters. We've got Varreload Dragon. I think it's Varreload Dragon. It might have been Varreload Dragon. It was one of the two, but it's 3000 attack. And this was a comment someone left in one of the videos that I watched, which I thought was really funny. When your dragon is so badass, you need shades for when it attacks. Yeah, that kind of made me laugh. I don't feel like he needed to put the little visor down when he attacks. I guarantee, I can't see him using that again for the rest of the series. I just think it was just trying to emphasize the attack. But that was a very powerful attack just when it charged up and fired. And it was so powerful, it knocked Yusaku back and went straight out that data storm as well. That was pretty damn impressive, really cool, showed the weight of the attack. Yusaku, on the other hand, he was able to get out his ace monster, which was Firewall Dragon, 2500 attack. The way he summoned it, I'll be honest with you, I didn't fully understand it, because the other Link monsters were had disappeared due to the field spell. So I assumed they'd went to the graveyard or been banished or something, but apparently not, because he was able to use them as materials. And because he was able to get the monsters that were on the field at the time that the firewall effect was on, that would destroy the field spell. So yeah, he was able to get rid of the field spell, which was really good, and he was able to get his Firewall Dragon out. He hasn't used Firewall Dragon's ability, which it's something along the lines with, depending on how many monsters this card is linked to, you can return monsters from the field or the graveyard back to your opponent's hand. As well, if you summon a monster into one of its... No, if a monster is destroyed in one of its linked spaces, you can special summon a monster from its hand. So, it's not the most impressive ability, but it can be used quite well in this series, I think. So, yeah, Firewall Dragon, pretty cool. Looks nice. I like the that Decode Talker kind of line design underneath. Looks sick. Let me know what you guys thought of it. Which did you think had the better ace monster? Let me know below. Overall, this episode I thought was really, really good. I thought the duel was done very well. There was a lot of back and forth going on, which actually kind of kept me engaged with it. And there was good banter between the two characters as well, not too much, and little hints of the past. The biggest question I'm going to take from this is, what was Yusaku in the past? Past? What was he training to be? I have no idea. What would it be? Is it child soldier? Is he trying to they're trying to chain him for the military. Is he like a data thing? I don't know. Is Yusaku a human AI that has been brought to the real world? I don't know. You guys let me know in the comment section below. Let me know what you thought of this episode. Other than that, thanks a lot for watching. Catch you later.